Hi, meteorologist Tony Petrarca in the Pinpoint 12 Forecast Center. You've clicked on the Weather Now link on this Monday evening, tracking some cold rain and a little bit of wet snow in our northwestern suburbs. But the much advertised storm, obviously it's not this one, but the one that's on the way for Wednesday evening, specifically later Wednesday night and into Thursday morning. So here's the breakdown. During that time frame, significant storm expected with snow Wednesday evening, Wednesday night, and into early Thursday morning. And right now the potential is there for 6 or more inches of snow and a mainly all snow situation, maybe a little mixing along the coastline. Early thinking on this, now this is only Monday and these final accumulations really won't be realized until actually Thursday morning. But the early call is for 6 or more inches of snow, and if you really had to narrow it down, the potential is there somewhere in the window of anywhere between, say, 6 and 10. Obviously, don't let that be the last forecast that you hear. Data is always coming in. Tomorrow is actually a completely quiet, cold, dry weather day. We'll analyze more data then. So check back in the coming days to see if that kind of 6 to 10 range has to be tweaked either up or down. The storm that we're expecting hasn't even formed yet, to give you an idea of how early it is in the game. It'll bring some gusty wind along the coastline, potential for some coastal flooding, specifically for eastern Massachusetts from Boston down through Cape Cod. So our threat tracker is not too elevated for this evening. I do expect any leftover rain and snow showers or rain and snow to be ending shortly. Tuesday overall is not bad. It's just a cold and dry day. And then we'll ramp things up in the Wednesday night, Thursday morning time frame with this impactful snow that is on the way. Here's the satellite radar composite right now. You can see the northwest corner of the state actually starting to mix with some wet snow in here. There may be some thin coatings up here, maybe a coating to an inch, if that, mainly on grassy surfaces, not so much the roads. The temperature's really not too cold. And here's the wider view. And that's going to edge, this whole system is going to edge offshore shortly. This will track off to the east, and you can see the drier air behind it that'll be working in later on this evening and during the overnight hours. Here's the wider view. The system, or the pieces of the puzzle that will come together for the midweek storm, energy within the jet stream out across the Colorado Rockies, that'll dive south and east, and what we'll get is a developing storm across the deep south, and that'll track north and east. And the exact track, obviously, and strength of that storm will dictate, the amount of snow, where the geographical location of where that snow ends up. I think for the most part, it's a statewide, 6 inches of snow, and then whether or not we get amounts slightly higher than that, you want to check back with us over the next roughly 4 to 36 hours. But this is kind of the early call here. If essentially Mass Pike South, 6 or more inches of snow, and not as much up in northern New England. Now, I realize that's kind of broad brushing at 6 or more, but if I really had to nail it down at this point, the early call would be 6 to 10. So stay tuned on that. For tonight, any leftover rain and snow ending with gradual clearing and turning colder. By 6 in the morning, we're down to 29. It's actually a dry, windy, and chilly Tuesday. Looking at sunshine by noontime, about 34, and not much higher than the mid to upper. Whoa! It's the second time I've done this where I forgot to update the high temperatures for Tuesday. That's actually wishful thinking. The high temps on your Tuesday afternoon are more like mid and upper 30s. So it is windy and chilly, but otherwise a dry day coming up. So it's not 47, it's more like 37 for your Tuesday. And actually Wednesday day, the morning commute on Wednesday is fine. The evening commute on Wednesday, I think the snow is just starting, so probably manageable. But once we get towards 10, 11 o'clock, midnight Wednesday night, and into Thursday morning, that's when things start to ramp up. But you know the drill. We're still early. Check back with us over the next couple of days and to see how this all pans out. But confidence increasing of at least a moderate snowfall by Wednesday night and into Thursday morning. All right, that's your latest Weather Now update. Thanks for logging in. We'll talk to you soon.